Morgan, it's been a couple of weeks since we've had a chance to catch up because last week you were still in New Jersey. So before we get to this past weekend, let's go back in time to your 3-game stretch in New Jersey. The team went 1-2, but talk about what you took out of that, what the team takes out of that in terms of growth, positive development, all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah. As far as wins are concerned, we didn't get the results maybe we were hoping for, but that wasn't as important as the experience of the trip. And we got to do so much on the field and off the field that really grew our team and grew our program. I think it took a step forward in a lot of things that we needed to do. Again, not just for on the field how we play, but relationally. We got to spend a day in New York City, which I don't think many of our guys have ever got to do that, which was a lot of fun. And then the soccer side was excellent. We played 3 very, very good games. The NJAC this year I think still has 4 or 5 undefeated teams, 7 or 8 games into the season. So they're going to be one of the top conferences in the country. And so for us to get 3 games against them was very, very good for our guys, and we got better every game. The game against Montclair State was for us the capstone of the trip. We played significantly better in that game than we had in the first game, and so for us just to have a lot of positives and takeaways that we just grew and got better every game was really the highlight for us, and to have a really memorable experience. All of our guys left our last game thinking, we're satisfied with this trip, and we came out of it with exactly what we wanted to come away from the trip with, which was a lot of growth and a lot of learning and a great experience.
You were able to parlay that into a positive start to conference play with a pair of 1-goal victories this weekend, both of them fairly dramatic. Talk about the team's play against Willamette and Linfield.
I think we definitely played well. We had some great spells. We had some spells where we didn't maybe defend as well as we know we should or we can. But to play against 2 teams that play systems that are difficult for any team to defend 2 center forwards a whole game, and Linfield had 4 very good center forwards. Willamette had 2 or 3 very good center forwards, and so for us, to come away only conceding 1 goal against both those teams in 180 minutes was a huge positive, and for us to create a lot of chances in both those games was also a great positive. And more than anything, we know that this weekend we play 2 teams that look pretty similar to what we just faced. And so I think it really helped prepare us for what's coming, and I'm really proud of our guys for being a little dramatic, but the willpower to keep going and trust ourselves, trust the process, and trust where we can create goals and how we can get great quality chances, and that if we keep doing that, then good things are going to happen. And it was only a matter of time before one actually went in. And so for both games, we only led very little in the game, but it was definitely our willpower that pushed us through, and our belief in who we are and our process that I think prevailed in the end.
You already alluded to it, but this is big weekend coming up. What's traditionally been perhaps the most challenging trip in conference play to Puget Sound and Pacific Lutheran. Talk about what we're going to face this weekend.
We're facing 2 very, very good teams, and we look at this weekend and we say that this is by far the most challenging weekend for us in the whole season. Every game is very important, but to go there and play against 2 of the top teams in our conference who love to play against us and get very up for the game against us, and it's difficult, and we have to be at our absolute best. And if the results don't go our way in the first game, we have to bounce back really, really quickly and make sure that we're at our best the next day. And that's always difficult against those 2 opponents, and we're as ready as we've ever been for these 2 games, and we We know that these are, yes, it's early on in the season, but these are the two very, very important games for us. And so we're super excited to have the last 5 games in 8 or 9 days, whatever it was, prepare us for this. And so we're really, really excited. And we know that it's going to be a very big weekend for the whole conference, because not just us playing difficult games, but a lot of other teams are playing difficult games. So even though it's early on, it's going to be a very telling weekend.